Greatness is actually being boring. Let that sink in. It's putting in the basics month after month. Steve Magness frames it as not aiming to be consistently great, it's aiming to be great at being consistent. Show up, avoid zeros, and get really good at being average over and over. And the way we structure our training is very much based on this approach. The same consistent pattern, whether training for a marathon, a 5K, a high rocks, a half marathon, for life. It works, and it can work for you too.
Are you still married to that dentist? Cut your teeth on play pretend I'm all of it. Baptize your boredom in Chardonnay.
Hi Ben and Mary, hello from London. My tip would be to really work on that mental strength. When I lined up in Valencia, I was in no doubt about what was about to happen. Get yourself out in all weathers, train early, train late, push yourself during those speed sessions. Don't skip the gym, cut the junk from your diet and get those all-important marathon pace long runs in. Use that positive visualization when you're out on those training runs. Imagine yourself standing tall and strong on the start line, ready to go, then running strong through Grant Park down towards the finish, strong with smiles on your faces, crossing the finishing line, looking down at your watch, 2:38, 2:58 on those watches, and then the big hug and embrace you are going to share at the end. Stick those goal times up on the fridge and remind yourselves every day what you're working towards. You're both going to be absolutely amazing out there. Best of luck with your training. I'm going to see you out in Chicago and I'm going to get you a drink to celebrate your all new PBs. Best of luck. Go get it done.
Well, that was pretty special. A message from the GOAT. Mary, you want to come in? Thanks, Ben. That was an amazing message.
Thank you so much, Ben. Loved it.
Yeah, and it actually means a lot because Ben is someone that we hugely respect in this space and as a person. And if you hadn't already noticed, the people that we're asking to give us these messages are people that have been there and done what we want to achieve. So they have that experience of what we're aiming for, and Ben, 2:25 marathoner, obviously.
Yeah, we can't wait to see Ben and Sarah in Chicago and hopefully have that celebratory drink.
Yeah, and the message is really relevant to what we're going through at the moment because at the we just put out a video about visualization. We just put out a video about visualization anyway, about how to build your mental strength.
Yeah.
So it's perfect timing.
I love that Ben mentioned visualization because I really believe that's such an important part of working towards a challenging goal that you've got. And it's something I'm going to be spending a lot of time on and already have, like visualizing the race and overcoming challenges that come my way to keep on pushing.
And seeing ourselves at the finish line. Ben's absolutely right. I visualise that quite often, is like crossing that finish line, having emptied the tank and seeing me hit my PB.
Yeah.
It's a massive part of it. This video is about doing everything that we could possibly think of doing to achieve what we want to achieve. And part of that is we're just about to head into a recovery week.
Yeah, sometimes it's about doing less and letting your body absorb the training, rest, recover, and come back stronger for the new block, which will be next week.
Yeah, so how this week is going to look is a little bit different because we're going to take a chunk of the volume off of what we usually have been doing. So like I've been at 4 65-kilometre weeks, you've been just moving up to 75k, and we're going to come down a bit. We're not going to change the intensity necessarily, and we're not going to change, as Ben said, we're not going to change the strength work either. We're still going to be getting into the gym, and we're going to then essentially allow our bodies to recover a little bit so that in the next block we can go again, because we periodise our training. So we work block by block, and we work block by block whether we're training for a marathon or whether we are not. I think that's the important thing. You might see people out there that train for 10 weeks, foot on the gas, lots of mileage every week with no obvious recovery. But we do it a little bit differently, don't we?
Yeah, we have 3 weeks on and then a recovery week every 4th week. And that takes the guesswork out. We're kind of preempting the recovery our body needs, and it helps keep us super fresh and focused for when we're in the block so we can get the best quality out of the work that we do.
Then you can kind of transport this system outside of even our marathon training. We use the same process to train for a 5k, a half marathon. If we wanted to get faster over 1500, we might put 3 weeks of speed work in with a recovery week. The reason that we do it like this is because this system works for life. It's familiar. We can then build different things in different times of our training. So this week what you're really going to see is how we recover whilst still prioritising what we think is important to be able to go into the next block, essentially. So we still go to the track, and that's where we're going to start.
Let's go.
Oh, the sun is wild! But we are here. We're back, obviously, at the track every week, regardless of whether it is recovery week, regardless of whether it is a training week. We come here because A, we love it, but B, you can get some really valuable stuff done in recovery week. And that's what we're going to share with you today, is this beautiful little session we learnt from Rory Linkletter, the Canadian Olympian in the marathon. Like 206, I think it's 206 PB. So, I'm quite close. And we've got Mary and Jay here to join into the session. The three of us are doing it today. I could do with that sun going behind that cloud, I'm not gonna lie. That's more like it. Behind the cloud. So this is a 2 kilometer warm up, easy. And then we're gonna go into 2 kilometers at goal marathon pace before we start the session. When we do recovery weeks, we still do intensity. I think people get confused about what recovery actually means. Of course we want to rest, and of course we want to get ready for the next block, but we also, your body needs to remember the intensity you're going to be running in the next block and have been running. So this one's an amazing little session. Okay, let us start the session after the warm-up. 2 kilometers, we're going to play a game. You're going to play a game with us today. 2 kilometers at goal marathon pace. For me, 3:45, for Mary, 4:11. Will my heart rate be zone 4, zone 3, or zone 2? Let's see. Okay. 2 kilometers, goal marathon pace. Oops. 3:38. 3:41, so a little bit faster. The truth is 3:38 first kilometre, and I was in top of zone 2, and then I got to mid to high zone 3 by the end. That was a 3:41. It's going to make the 4:32s feel like we're running fast though. Ooh! How was that? Nail it?
No.
Oh.
Nearly.
What was your paces?
4:06 and 4:09.
Oh, okay, so faster than.
Bit too fast, yeah.
And what zone?
3.
So the session, as Rory Linkletter gave it to us, is that you do 3 or 4 sets of these reps. You do 400, 300 and 200 at like a comfortably fast pace. So above 5 kilometers, but we're not talking sprint. I'm not talking all out 400. You just want to hold good technique and fast. So you do 400, rest for 90 seconds, 300, rest for 90 seconds, 200, rest for 3 minutes, and repeat either 3 or 4 times. Works a treat. I didn't count. I did do the first 400 hard, but I was filming Mary as well, so I didn't count that. So I've done the 400, about to do the 300. What time am I going to do the 300 in? My prediction is 50 seconds. Let's see. Whoops. I got that very wrong. Alright, that was 54 seconds, so I'm not particularly happy about this. For 3 seconds, now 200 meters. Okay, bye. Okay, 200 meters. So here is not feeling it's not feeling great, so I'm taking no risks. I'm going to turn this into tempo, maybe run slower than Mary, do some filming, and just get a session done, because consistency is my key. It's as simple as that. So that was the 200. It was 36 seconds, whereas previously I'd be doing them at about 31. So yeah, it's not worth pushing this.
little group of runners on the track today as well, like some Thai guys that we see on our long runs as well, all getting after it. So that's really nice, like such a lovely community. Yeah, so Mary's running well. I'm just precautions. That's all of this is. Progress report?
Yeah, it's hard work, but I feel quite good. My left calf feels a bit tight, but I think I'm okay.
Okay, last 400 rep prediction time.
1:22.
1:22, Jay, that's what we're going for. 1:20, okay, between 1:22 and 1:26. Okay, and I'm just going to go with Mary. Okay, here we go. What was that, 1:19?
Yeah, I think that's my fastest
Oh really?
in a long time.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, I never break 1:20.
Playing up for the cameras.
I was.
Predict the next one, because that was so good, you've got to predict the next one. 300 metres is what?
59.
Oh, still sub-minute. 300. $59? Yeah? 58. Lot 3 numbers next.
Pass it down.
Yeah. Mary, prediction. Last one. Might as well predict.
36.
Okay, 30. Oh, that's punchy. Okay.
36 for 200.
36. Alright, do it. What was it?
36.
Was it? On the money?
Yeah.
You're like Nostradamus. How was that?
Yeah, really fun. I always enjoy that session. It's like pretty short and sweet, but you can give it some.
Yeah.
You haven't got to pace yourself so well as like the normal lactate threshold sessions, so you can just go for it.
Yeah. That's the thing about these sessions is, you know, they're shorter so you can go faster, but you should still keep some intensity in your week, even in recovery weeks, in tapers. You know, your body needs that. Mary, good session.
Good session.
You know what's coming though, don't you?
Oh no.
Ice bath, honestly. Honestly, Mary, I think people love this tradition.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I hope so.
Let's fill the ice bath up.
Welcome to Ice Bath Honesty. Okay, so I'm 5 weeks into my training, and my word this week, what I'm going to talk about is strategy, because it's been recovery week and honestly it's kind of weird. I haven't felt great. The track session was good, but then I felt kind of sluggish and lacking a bit of the motivation that I had in the first block to kind of get going with the runs and the sessions. But that is what happens in recovery week. Like, I think when you dial it down, your body starts to rest and want more of that. But that is just part of the process, and I know I'm getting gains from that. Like, I'm adapting from the training, my body's doing the work, repairing, rebuilding, and I'll come out of it stronger. But yeah, it's another step in trusting in the process, and I will feel better in the long run for it. And you know, having a bit less to do is nice. But yeah, just kind of working through that sluggishness and almost feeling like you're taking a step back to then hopefully take a big leap forwards. in the next block. So the recovery weeks we take usually after every 3 weeks, but this time we did a 4-week block to begin, and it kind of helped me to gradually build the mileage through the block. And we know I want to get to 100-kilometer weeks and have around 6 of those, but I can't just jump straight there at the start of the process. So yeah, hit 75 kilometers at the end of the block, and then reduce down to 45 this week for recovery week. And then in the next block, I'll build 75, 85, up to 90, and then I'll be ready. Then I'll have that base to, after the next recovery week, get to the 100k weeks when the fun really will begin. So this week has been super eventful. The World Cup's been on. This is what happened.
I'm actually gonna go crazy and go outside for my run because I've got some filming to do for a different video.
We'll be alright. On your feet, dance with the punches. Yeah, you'll be just fine. Cut the crap, move to the country, down by the riverside. You live your life on hold. When you're gonna learn from your mistakes. You think you're in control. Yeah, right. And suddenly you're the guest of honor at your own funeral. At your own funeral. Dealing with them scars. You gotta learn how to cope with the monkeys. Maybe you won't go far. Cause that's life. We'll have a big party when we meet on the other side. On the other side. Don't trade your life for gold. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose the life. Don't lose your soul. Don't trade your life.
Wrap up this recovery week then, shall we?
Yep.
8 kilometers because we did the longer run yesterday, so nice and easy. A lovely little Sunday. Obviously, we fully appreciate by the time this video goes out, England will either have been knocked out or will be in the final, so you might just be watching me celebrating us getting to a semi-final.
At your own funeral.
So we're 4 kilometers in. We've stopped at a 7-Eleven. Guess how many sevens, play this game, guess how many 7-Elevens there are on our way home in 4 kilometers. Have you got a guess?
I would say...
Don't actually, keep your guess to yourself. This guess is number 1, by the way. Swiss bar as well there. That's a Swiss bar, all those Swiss watching Switzerland, Argentina, which again, you'll know the result of before I do.
8 7-Elevens.
8k, yeah, 8 7-Elevens. 8k done. Week over. On with the hard work. Time to get going again.
I'm doing everything I can. That's my thoughts, my reflections on this week. Because when I think about the reasons that I do all of this marathon training, that I do all of this running, I think it's, okay, we're going to go back to maybe 10-year-old Ben. So if I'd have told 10-year-old Ben the things that I have achieved in my lifetime, I think I would make him so proud. I think it would blow his mind, in fact, because when you see me doing all of this stuff like taking naps, like really prioritizing my sleep, like having lots of treatment, like, you know, like going upstairs now, putting the phones away for the last hour of the day and then doing the foam rolling and the scraping, which we're doing every night. Some people think maybe that's too much. Some people are like, dude, you're going over the top, you're an amateur runner. This is very true. But when I look at the 10-year-old version of me and what I wanted to be growing up, it was always a professional athlete of some kind. And I'm in this like fortunate position now where, even though I'm not of the ability level of a professional athlete, and I completely understand that, I can still treat myself like one. And that genuinely brings me the most joy. So for some, it feels like completely above and beyond. You're doing too much. But this is putting the joy in the process for me. It is absolutely not taking it out. Like, if I told that 10-year-old me that I've represented my country twice at the European Middle Distance Triathlon Championships, if I told that 10-year-old me that for a living I coach people running and I make videos about running, so I could call myself a professional runner, but you know what I mean. I am doing that 10-year-old me so proud. And so I love all of this. This is not a burden, this is a joy. And I think everybody has to find their own joy in the process. So if it's the polar opposite, if people don't want to think about structure, they don't want to do all the bits and bobs, they just want to run because that's the bit that brings them joy, that's also okay. I'm not here to tell you how to run your marathon training. I'm here to tell you how I marathon train and why I marathon train like I do, why we structure it like we do. I'm doing everything I can because I love it. And ultimately, that's what this is about for me, is there joy in this process? If there is, keep doing more of it. And right now, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm loving treating myself as if I was a pro athlete, even though I'm not. And that's okay, by the way. And I'm in a fortunate position, but I worked hard enough to put myself here. So I might as well enjoy it, right? And if you enjoyed the video, then go back. And if this is the first video that you've watched, go back to the start. Like, watch this series. I really hope that it is enough value to help a lot of people. Or if you wanted to watch when I ran Chicago and my last PB of 2:44, then I've also linked that video here. If you are an OG, if you are still here at the end of this video, then you are a legend. Let me know in the comments. Type this time, find the joy, because ultimately that's all we're trying to do. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. See you either in Sydney, Chicago, or New York, and see you on Wednesday for a video.